there are a bunch of technologies which we would classify under horizontal AI. For example, when you say text to voice and voice to text, almost every business is going to use these technologies to convert their customer calls into transcripts or intervene these things. But these are horizontal AI technologies that are applicable to almost any industry in that form and fashion. And then comes the AI that is applied to the vertical industries. For example, if you have an industrial plant and you are running large motors, there is a microphone that is sitting on top of the motor that is analyzing the vibrations of the motor to identify if the motor is good or is there something going wrong with the motor. That's an example of a very specific AI application that is used in this motor operation, but cannot be applied to, let's say, a different area or financial market easily. So the definition of vertical AI is exactly that. An AI that is developed for the energy space, which is going to be utilized in specific business operations, but it's going to turbocharge the AI, the availability of AI to the business operations in the energy space. So this vertical AI, UtilityAI Pro, I would like to say is the best thing that's going to happen for the next 10 years in the energy industry. Today, our AI, which we have been developing for last 10 years, is still used only in our applications. Like when we serve our utility partners with customer engagement, with grid planning, with call center operations. But the use of our AI only in these applications is I would say, an injustice to both the technology and the industry. So what we are doing in this UtilityAI Pro, we are liberating the vertical AI solutions that Bidgely has developed in this domain. And while we will continue to use them in our applications, we will make it available as a pure AI to be used on many different platforms, in many different applications. So for example, DERM solution can tremendously benefit from the energy profile for each customer on who has a pool pump and who has car and when they're charging. With this change, the vertical AI will be available to be used by DERM's platform, both by partners, by other vendors, and by system integrators.
The whole essence of UtilityAI Pro is to be used
as a pure AI into other applications. So for example, call center operations, most of the call center operations are going to adopt or have started adopting the new AI and generative AI techniques, which means when I make a phone call and I get to a machine, 3 or 5 years back, the machine would only be able to answer a question of when is my bill due, is my bill overdue, and how can I pay? But if I wanted to ask more questions about my service, hey, why is my bill so high? What program is good for me? Is this program I can participate? Those questions were not available on the IVR. But with UtilityAI Pro coming out of Bidgely's applications, we'll be able to power all the generic call center IVR solutions and chatbot solutions for people to ask those questions and self-service them. So that is why this vertical AI by Bidgely, which is the deepest energy profile of every single consumer in the utility service territory, is now going to be available to every application. And that's how we define vertical AI.